Hello folks, welcome to el canal Chano Jose. Today we're going to expose two spark plugs that are for our Toyota Tercel, and these are the NGKs, and this is the economical one. This is a copper, and the other one that we have is the most expensive that we can purchase at auto parts, which is the iridium. They're both for the same engine. One costs $9 about, and the other one costs about $3. So the copper wears out faster than the iridium, so that's what we understand. But we're going to expose it with this little component. We're going to plug it into the wall outlet, and we're going to put those two spark plugs into this component, and this is a spark plug tester. So we're going to put power to it, and then we're going to show if the most expensive one is worth it, or we can just use the economical one, so that way you can get an idea how the spark is distributed. At the same time, for those folks who don't never seen a spark plug in action, we're going to expose that right now so you can get an idea how these spark plugs work. Once we put them on this equipment, we're going to give a close look and expose the functions of a spark plug and see the cheapest and the most expensive one in action side by side. And with that, let's get started. So before we start, we have the iridium copper spark plug. So we want to show you the differences in a close look on the electrodes, on how they make the spark or how big they are. So that way you get an idea of the spark plug when they're getting a spark or giving a spark. So the NGK iridium has these three black lines. The copper doesn't have that. They look exactly almost the same, but they have a different part numbers. This one says iridium on it with a part number, and this one just has a part number and NGKR, and this one just says NGK on the side. So then we're going to expose the iridium and NGK copper. So both of these are NGK. Let's put them to the test now that we have seen them in a close look on the electrodes. So now we have plugged in our tool or spark plug tester. We have the copper and the iridium spark plug in there. So now what we do is we turn on the machine, and now we have 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 now, and we are 6,000. We're gonna give it some power. As you can see, we are maxed out on this. We're gonna lower the power. So as you can see, the spark on the copper is spread out, and on the iridium is more concentrated. So but the spark strength is about the same. It's just that on the copper is spread around, and then the iridium is at one point, concentrated in one point. And that was the noise of the spark plugs making or creating that spark or that arc. So now we're gonna turn off the lights and see how they react on the dark. And well, folks, we wanted to expose this kind of scenario because we buy spark plugs if we never test them, or we don't have the way to test the spark plug and see how it performs. So in this case, we have the cheapest or the most economical one on the NGK, which is copper, and we have the most expensive one that we can buy at an auto parts level on the NGK, which is iridium, and we have them side by side and we tested them. So what we found out is that the spark on both of them is the same intensity or the same strength, but the NGK iridium concentrates the spark at one point, and the copper spreads around more on the surface, so it has more surface, so it spreads around. So for the price that you're paying for a $3 spark plug or a $9 spark plug, we think that the copper is a good buy. But if you want to put expensive, is by all means is your choice, but we just wanted to expose that the copper is just good enough. The iridium is going to last longer because the material that is made of, but we think that if you get the spark plug a little bit dirty on the tip, you don't have as much a surface as the copper, so you're going to lose the intensity, or you're going to lose surface area where the arc is going to happen. So the copper has more surface, and the spark can happen anywhere within, and the iridium is one concentrated spot, and if that gets dirty, then we think that the spark plug is going to start not performing as good, but it can last longer though. The copper might have to be changed in a sooner time, but it's going to give you an even spread around of a spark. So that's what we think for the price that you're paying. So with that said, for those folks who are watching our video, haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like our video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here en el canal El Chano José.